Hello, my name is Abbas. Today I'm going to take your class. Today we will discuss this arithmetic progression. What does arithmetic progression means? It is a sequence of numbers. It is a sequence of numbers. It is a sequence of numbers in which the difference between two consecutive terms is always constant. All right. So what's its use in our daily life? If we see the use of this arithmetic progression in our daily life, we see that there are a variety of uses of this arithmetic progression in our daily life. There is certain pattern in everything present in this nature. So this pattern is called the arithmetic progression. So if we take the even numbers from 2 to 10, what we see here, the first even number is, the first term in this sequence is, the first term in this sequence of even numbers is 2, and first term is denoted by A1. Alright. Then what we see here, the next term, the second term of the sequence is 4. What we see, and the third term of this sequence is 6, and the fourth term of this sequence is 8, and the fifth term of this sequence is 10. What we see in this sequence of even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, if we find out the difference between these two, that is 4 minus 2, 2, and if we find out the difference between 6 and 4, what we'll get? 2. If we find out the difference between 8 and 6, what we get? 2. If we find out the difference between these two terms, what we get? 2. What we see here, there is a constant difference of 2 in each case. There is a constant difference. There is a constant difference. There is a constant difference of 2 between the consecutive terms. All right. So this 2 is common between two terms. So this 2 is called the common difference. The common difference, and common difference is denoted by small d. Alright. So what we see here, if we have to get the second term, we can write it as the first term, that is 2, and the common difference 2. If we have to find out the third term, we can write it as 4 plus 2, and also the first term 2 plus 2 into 2. We can write it as 2, that is 2 into 2, 4, and 4 plus 2. And if we have to find out the fourth term, we can write it as 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2, that is the first term 2 into 3 into 2. 3 to the 6 plus 2, that is 8. And if we have to find out the fifth term, we can write it as 8 plus 2. which is equal to the first term 2 plus the fourth term into d, that is 2 plus 8, that is 10. What we see here, that if we have to nth term, if we have to find the nth term, we can write it as the first term. We can write it as the first term and n minus 1 into d. What we see here when we talk about the fifth term, here 1 less than 5, 4 comes. When we talk about the fourth term, 1 less than 4, 3 comes. When we talk about the third term, 1 less than 3, 2 comes. And when we talk about the second term, 1 less than 1, here 1 comes. Okay, so we got here the formula for getting the nth term. So accordingly, we can, if we have to find, if we can say 2, 4, 6 and 10, if we have to find the fourth term, we can, if we have to find the fourth term, we can write it as first term, that is a1 plus n minus 1 into d. What is the first term? The first term here is 2 plus, we have to get 4 minus 1 because n is 4, and 4 minus 1 into d is, what is the common difference? The common difference is 2. So 2 plus 3 into 2, that is 2 plus 6, that is 8. So we can write it as, we can find it out, the any terms between the sequences, between this progression